Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is your weekly bonus love reading. We'll have a look and see what's coming up in the cards for you in matters of love. This is a very general reading. Otherwise, if you were after a private reading, please feel free to reach out. I will be reading some reversals, so we'll see what the cards can reveal in regards to this situation. Taurus, what's coming up for you? Okay, one-sidedness is coming up. You're coming up as the 9 and the 6 of Pentacles, but the 6 of Pentacles is you needing to give more. You're not in a place where you feel like you can give enough for some reason, Taurus. And also the fact that the 6 of Cups is reversed already says that there's no exchange, there's no give and take happening here in the relationship. There's a lack of agreement or lack of compromise, which is evidenced with the 3 of Pentacles. It says often like working through issues, building a wall, building solutions, building solid foundations. That's reversed, Taurus. So there's something that you need to reach some sort of agreement here with your special person, but it doesn't seem to be working. You can't come together with some sort of agreement here. Potentially you're not seeing eye to eye with your person. I feel like there might be, because the Ace of Wands, we see this very intimidating, somewhat like a trunk or like a totem pole. It can also be a phallic symbol here. It's so intimidating. It's like the elephant in the room, Taurus, but you can't seem to address it, or you can't seem to work through it. Maybe you're not in the best position. So the 6 of Pentacles, it's almost like you've given so much to someone and you may not be getting much in return. And because of that, you might be sort of shutting down a little bit. 9 of Pentacles would indicate someone is unhappy here. Someone is unhappy in a connection, or there's lack of complacency here. There's lack of comfort. And this could have something to do with this lack of giving, something about giving and taking. We see the Hangman. The Hangman is reversed, okay? The Hangman is normally representing things like punishment, being left in suspense, and you can see he's sort of in the water here, and then we see the piranhas ready to consume his body. So, but this is reversed. So it's either there's no consequence or punishment for something that's going on here. Now we see the law, the scales of justice. So I feel like this is justice that is needed in a situation. But the Hangman is reversed, so the punishment or the consequence is not here. So it's either something's happening here and you're not voicing up about it, Taurus, or potentially there's unhappiness here, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not taking action. The Ace of Wands would indicate it is a time to take action and stand your ground. And be, sort of confront the issue, because I feel like the Ace of Wands is quite confronting when we look at it. It's also like reaching new heights in a situation, but unfortunately for some of you, you're either not there yet or you don't want to be there, but yet you're unhappy, Taurus. So you're sort of stuck, I would say, in between a rock and a hard place, unsure about where to take what you have in front of you. For some of you, there may be someone who has or will be coming back begging and pleading. We can see these characters here who are desperate in a situation here, Taurus. So there might be someone here who's desperate for you. You are coming up as a 6 of Pentacles, so I feel like they are desperate for your attention. They're desperate maybe for forgiveness, or they're desperate to make things right again. But for some reason, they're sort of like you're unhappy, or you're not in a place where you want to talk, and perhaps you're not ready. The opportunity may represent itself, and the Ace of Wands would indicate that maybe a new beginning is possible between yourself and this person. For some reason, Taurus, you're not there yet, and that's okay. 6 of Cups can represent the past. It often represents things like sweetness, memories, nostalgia, but it's reversed here. So the past is reversed. Maybe you haven't forgiven someone yet for what they've done, or this lack of giving and taking. And maybe you're waiting to see a vast improvement in their behavior before you take the relationship forward. And if you don't see that, then it's you're not in a place where You're not in a place where you want to move forward. The 9 is reversed. 9 is a number of fulfillment. 9 is a number of getting something, like completing it, working through the issues, and then moving on to the next cycle. But for some reason, the 9 is reversed. The new beginning is here, but I don't think you're ready to move into that period of the connection yet. Or it could be like with the Hangman, you don't know what it is that you need to do to show this person they've hurt you, or to show this person that this behavior is unacceptable, or that it needs to be 50-50. There needs to be equality here. But the Hangman would indicate that you're unsure about how to treat the situation, like whether to give them the silent treatment, whether to give them an ultimatum, maybe whether to dump them, maybe to walk away, or even make them jealous. So there could be confusion about those sorts of things, about how you should react, or what is the right way to react to that. Some of you could be having tensions, especially if you have like a family dynamic, you've got children or grandchildren. There could be tensions that could flare up, this connection, this relationship, the marriage, etc. So you may come to experience that. I think you are giving yourself time, Taurus, or there's a message that you do need to give yourself time to sort of balance things out again. I don't know if this is a Libra as well, because the sign, the zodiac sign of Libra is represented by the scales. So for some of you, it could be about someone or with someone under the sign of a Libra. Libras are ruled by Venus, just like you. So there's a connection here for some. But Venus represents all things romantic, erotic, sexual, and beautiful. Now, for some of you, the Ace of Wands, that phallic symbol, there is a very strong sexual connection, but unfortunately you can't seem to move past it being just sexual. Or there's someone that is giving so much of themselves to you, you either don't want them, or it's you giving too much of yourself and this person not wanting something more. So it could be a purely sexual attraction that's being built around, and, you know, maybe you're unhappy with that. Maybe you want something more, but you can't seem to move forward. The 9 you use reversed. You can't seem to make, to move past this. And you might be begging and pleading for something more because you feel like that's what you want, but that's not maybe what you're trying to get at, or maybe not exactly what you're trying to receive. But I think it's a lot to do with the theme of giving and taking, Taurus. I think that is a big one for you this week, potentially. Or seeing that, returning favors, returning the treatment. I think that's a big one for you. I will leave your reading at that, Taurus, so I do hope it's been helpful. Please remember, it is a general reading, and if you would like a personal one, please feel free to reach out. My email is listed below, so please feel free to have a browse.